Oh, the zombie died.
Oh. Should we like
Uh,
is there like more to the Easter egg? Oh, there he is. Should we
that's what
like
I.
kill him?
Yeah. Should we kill him? Maybe. I have been walking around. I got the shield. I don't know.
I noticed that there's skulls around the map and I can't shoot them. I shot a bear and that bear did
Oh,
disappear.
okay. Well, let's. You shot a bear?
I did. There was a bear in the front yard. And I shot it and it disappeared into like a green smoke.
Oh, this one just did the same thing. I saw a bear. I didn't shoot it. There's one in the kitchen.
Oh.
Okay, so that's two. That's two,
Yeah.
right?
There was one on this pole in the middle that we're running, that we're circling.
Okay.
And I had shot that one. But there's also skulls. So there's a skull on like the outhouse in the backyard. There's also a skull like up on this tree.
Okay.
And there's a skull in the kitchen. So there's three skulls that you can't shoot. I don't know if you need a pack-a-punch gun to shoot them. I didn't see anything in the like underground area. So I'm not sure if there's another bear there or if like there's something else. And I also don't know. Oh, maybe I should try to throw this axe at the skulls and see if it does anything.
Oh,
That
that's a
did
good
not do anything.
idea. It didn't do anything?
I might have missed. Let me try again. Oh, wait. I think that might have done something. I might have hit
Yeah.
that skull. Is that skull gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. All right. We
Good,
should throw the
good,
axe.
good idea.
There's another skull in here, I think, on top of this. That one's gone. Okay. And then there's one on top of the outhouse. Over here.
If we had a really good conversation about Siddhartha and figured out the Easter egg in one video, that would be really good content
That would be so sick.
for YouTube. that,
Okay.
that'd be really good. Did you?
Okay.
So how many skulls have you found?
I found 3 skulls.
Okay.
And they do tend to disappear, it seems, once you hit them with the axe. And
There
you have
should
found 2. We found 2 bears.
two bears. Yeah. Oh, here's another skull on the piano.
Oh yeah.
Fucking triggered a grenade. Um. Okay, I got a 4th skull.
Okay.
If I had to guess, there's probably 5 skulls because this was a step in Mob of the Dead or Free Blundergat.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's gonna be a gun. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a bigger. If there's more of an Easter egg after.
I think there is a main Easter egg, but it might not be too many steps. Maybe it's just like 3 or 4 steps, and then there's a bunch of side quests because the map's not that big. Unless we're missing something, I don't think so. I think we opened the whole map.
Yeah, there's only one other door, and that's just like to get from the mystery box back to the hallway.
Oh yeah, go ahead and buy it. Oh no, it's 750. Never mind.
Yeah. We also just don't have that much money, so we have to kill this guy. We're gonna have to kill this guy eventually. I'm gonna go downstairs and see if there's another skull left behind.
Looks like we're gonna have to kill
Somewhere.
this guy, Steven.
Looks like we're gonna have to kill him. We have to kill him.
Oh, there's a little knife with a little mini skull. I guess that's just decor. Is there anything else we should talk about with Siddhartha? I feel like we talked a good amount about chapter 3. Talked about chapter 2 with the Samanas and a little bit about chapter 1.
I'm very interested in what happens next. I think I may have read the next chapter. I don't know. Tell me if this sounds like it was chapter 3, where he like leaves, and then he like has like a little mini crisis because he realizes that like he's not really gonna go home. Like that's just not his. That's not him anymore.
That
Or is
that
that the end
must
of chapter
that's
4?
that's probably the beginning of chapter 4. Yeah. No, I haven't read the part. I do remember that, but I haven't read that part yet where he says like, "Oh, I can't go back to the Brahmins. Like I can't go back to my father just yet."
Okay.
So that sounds like it might be chapter 4.
Yeah, I think chapter 4 is him essentially saying like I want to get to know myself. Like I've lost Siddhartha in the attempt to like find whatever this universal truth is, I have like lost me.
Do you want
I
me to
think
take the zombie and you can check to see if your book said wisdom instead of cleverness?
okay, yeah, sure, sure, sure. I'm gonna have to walk out of this room. So if you grab the zombie, I'll just run through the house over here.
Yeah, go to that side.
Let me see if I can find my book. I know where it is. It's like on my little coffee table. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I am back. I should probably have turned the light on. Oh, I have a. This is bright enough. Let me just turn my phone torch on. Okay. Um. Do 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 do. Okay, this is Gautama's chapter. Trying to go too far here. Okay. Um. He does say, "You are wise, O Samana," the Venerable One spoke. "You know how to talk wisely, my friend, but be aware of too much wisdom." So yes, it does say wisdom in my book. Oh, I almost dropped it.
Do you know who published your book by chance? Like, does it say on the front?
It just says Herman Hesse. Let me look in the first few pages if the publisher's on here.
I am the one who bought
It's
it for you, but I don't
it's
remember.
it's Wellfleet Press, and it was translated by Gunther Olesch, Anka Dreher, Amy Coulter, Stefan Langer, and Semyon Kashne.
Nice, nice. That's exactly the Adrian Pritzelis audiobook version. That's what he says at the beginning of every chapter. He says those names. So
Okay.
you're reading the version that the LibriVox version does, which is really good for me because I am not reading that. I'm reading a
Oh,
different. I am reading a
interesting.
different translation. Yeah, mine was translated by someone named Joachim Nergroshell. I don't.
Mm.
We're reading different translations. Uh, but the translation you're reading, thankfully, I mean, I didn't know this when I bought it, but thankfully, it's the same as the audiobook version. So anything you say shouldn't be too different from like what I remember about the audiobook. Um, do you mind? Well, is there anything else you wanted to add to that before I switch back to Siddhartha?
No, no, go ahead.
Okay,
I'm
there
done.
is this one more thing I want to add about the Siddhartha conversation, and then if you want to, we can still spend like 30 minutes to an hour. It's already 7 o'clock my time, but
Oh
uh,
gosh.
yeah, if you want to, we could try and like find the last skull and get the bear, and I guess we don't need to pack a punch anything, so we could still be doing stuff on this round. Um, but it's up to you. Like after I share this like Siddhartha thought.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
I'm happy to do an extra 30 minutes.
Okay. So this one thought, uh do you mind taking the zombie actually?
Oh yeah.
I'll come to the house and see if it follows you.
I'll just pick him up. Okay, I got him.
Okay, you're out in the front?
Yeah, I'm in the front yard.
Okay. So I wanted to read this real quick. I really, really like this last section of chapter 3. I mean, rereading the book is just so nice. I mean, I really like this book. Um, I might have explained why already earlier, but like the concept of change and the concept of harmony among things is something I really enjoy. But anyway, so this last paragraph, Siddhartha, in the narrative, it says, "The Buddha has robbed me," about Siddhartha. He has robbed me, yet he has given me more. He has robbed me of my friend who believed in me and who now believes in him, my friend who was my shadow and is now Gautama's shadow. But he has given me Siddhartha, given me myself. This, I might add more thoughts to this when we get to the end of the book. Um, but it's very interesting. There, there is a parallel set up, and this is something I kind of took from the introduction to the, because my book had like a 30-page introduction I told you about.
Oh yeah.
It is interesting the parallel that Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, is not the person we're focusing on in this story. We're focusing on Siddhartha Gautama, the character of the novel Siddhartha. They are not the same person. But yet they're like, I guess, asynchronous in time. No, let me scratch that thought. Scratch that thought. Not asynchronous in time. They're not the same person, but Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, at one point was Siddhartha Gautama, the person, because he wanted to find salvation. Well, not salvation. He wanted to, like, not have. He wanted to have the cessation of suffering, and eventually he found that in Nirvana, which Siddhartha Gautama, the character, has not done yet. Has not done. Fuck. Excuse me. He may or may not do it. Okay. So, anyway, this last line, but he has given me Siddhartha, has given me myself. Um, you know, he bared Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, and he has set the journey for Siddhartha Gautama, the character, like the journey that will now happen through the rest of the book. I think the samanas are integral to this too. But like the I guess this dichotomy, I say dichotomy, I kind of use dichotomy and duality interchangeably. Um, the dichotomy between like Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, and Siddhartha Gautama, the character, uh, will be like very interesting to see unfold. And when we talk about like the cleverness of Siddhartha, it is rather clever that he said that last line. Like because they have the same name. Like they have the same name. They're not the same person. But at the same time, well, could they be the same person if everything is in unity? And at one point, if Siddhartha is if at one point Siddhartha the character reaches nirvana, you know, did they experience the same cycle? Was there harmony there like the entire time, even though like not like the time frame is different. Like one person's enlightened, the other one isn't. But that is something that I think will be explored even further down in the book.
Mm.
So I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to like give spoilers or anything, but
No, it's okay.
it's just like it's very interesting to see like what will happen in the future of the book. And one more thing I want to say too, maybe it'll be better. I was gonna save this for the next time we talk about the book,
Mm-hmm.
but just a little background information since you already started chapter 4. Excuse me. When I was reading the introduction, apparently Hermann Hesse, when he was writing the book Siddhartha, he wrote the first 4 chapters together, like in like one setting, and then in like 2 to 3 months, he wrote them all together, and he did this in like 1921, 1920. It was right after World War One. He wrote those 4 chapters together, and then he hit a roadblock in the writing. He did not know what to write after he wrote the first 4 chapters. So when he hit the roadblock, because he wants Herman Hessen wants to be very very respectful of the source material that is the Buddhist teaching, because this is a book about like finding the cessation of suffering, right? He wants to be very respectful to the source material. And so he wrote the first 4 chapters with like knowledge about the background of Buddhism, but he wasn't sure where to take the story from there. And so he hit a roadblock, and then he had help with some fellow writers, and then he also had help from this I think it was a psychoanalyst he was seeing that like guided him on a lot of his thought processes. He does not write the rest of the book until like 2 or 3 years later, and he actually publishes the first 4 chapters in like a magazine. He publishes the first 4 chapters separately, called Siddhartha, like in an Indian Tale, or I don't know how he frames it, but he actually publishes the first 4 chapters just by themselves. By themselves, yeah. And then he actually doesn't write the rest of the book until 2 or 3 years later. But 2 or 3 years later, when he does figure out where he wants to take the story, then the next 8 chapters of this book he does write in one sitting. And then that completes the story, the entire thing.
Interesting.
So once we get past chapter 4, there's a little bit of a disconnect between what happens at the end of chapter 4, and then we get into chapter 5 and 6. But 5 and 6 and all the other chapters are going to follow that similar flow of what's written. 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up until the end.
Okay. So there's going to be like a split from everything before and 5 and after.
Yeah, there's not going to be like a time gap. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, 3 years later, Siddhartha did blah, blah, blah. It's not going to be like that.
But the narrative may like look like it's following a different path, or like maybe the writing style will change a little bit.
Yes, it may feel like there was a sudden shift from what we've been reading so far. It may feel that way.
Okay.
Because I can't remember for certain, but I feel like maybe I felt that way. I was like, well, where's the story going now? Like, after this. And I think I might have told you in one of our conversations, I was like, oh yeah, I really like the beginning of the book. And then I said something like, the middle, I found interesting, but then I didn't like as much. I might have said something like that. Like, I like all the parts of the book, but I was most captivated by like the beginning initially. And then I'm really captivated by the end as well. So,
okay,
that's
good.
My thoughts on the future. Yeah. Yeah. But there are some really good tidbits. I don't know which chapters specifically, but I know there were some really good parts in the middle of the book too that I really liked. It just felt like it just felt different from what the beginning of the book was talking about. So, anyway. With all that said, is there anything else you want to say about the first 3 chapters?
I don't think so.
Okay, I mean, I feel like I got a lot of good thoughts from what you explained, and also the little tangents we went on, I really liked as well.
Nice, yeah. I think it was a good conversation, a good first book club.
Yeah. Now do you want to do this is what I wanted to ask. So you realize like the book is not super hard to read. It's pretty easy to follow so far.
Yeah.
Do you want to do 4 do you want to keep doing like 3 chapters at a time?
We can do 4.
Okay. I was going to say we could do 4. Although that means like we really only need to have like 2 more sessions on this book then. Like we could do like 5 and then 4, or we could do 4, 4, 1, or 4, 3, 3. I don't know. Because there's 12 chapters.
We could just do
5, 4. Well, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
We could do 5, 4.
You're cool with 5, 4?
Yeah, I'm cool with 5, 4. So like maybe
Okay.
through chapter 8.
Yeah.
And then through chapter 12.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would work. I'm not sure like where the stopping point is after chapter 8, but we could do that.
Okay. I mean,
Um,
it wasn't like super, it wasn't like a book that I couldn't like when I was reading Ulysses, I was like, oh, I have to gear up to read this book. I have to like have an afternoon to just like not have anything else in my head. Like I some books I have to like know I have the whole afternoon free, not because I'm gonna use the whole afternoon to read it, but because if I'm like thinking about like, oh, I have to go someplace later, like that amount of distraction will like make it hard to read. But I think Siddhartha is like a book I can pick up and be like, okay, like even if I have plans later, like I can still read this book. Like it is, it's not, it's not super like grammatically complex. I don't know. Like sometimes when I read War and Peace, the there's so much context and like so many characters that A, if I haven't read the book in a while, I have to remind myself of stuff, and B, um, I have to like remember who's who. And in Siddhartha, it is like there's only so far been like really two characters mainly,
yeah.
um, and that makes it a lot easier to follow. I guess just three characters really. We've had Siddhartha, Gautama, and Govinda, and then like some other people like his dad or like the Samanas. But for the most part, there have been those three.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I would anticipate that trying to read War and Peace is very difficult. I mean, I read the first page and I was like, I'm gonna read this book, and I didn't. So it would be interesting. I wonder, could you do a book club on War and Peace, or would that take like too long?
You could do it. I think you would just have to have like. I had a friend in college, um, who loved reading a lot, and he could read like a 400-page book or more in like one night. He would just be like, "Yeah, I just really like late at night, like my go-to thing is to just like get really into a book." And I had no idea how he did that because like my go-to thing, like late at night, is like very passive stuff, like watching YouTube videos and reading a book where like if you stop reading the story stops happening. Late at night sounds very difficult to me, but he was good at it. So I feel like if you have the discipline to read like a lot of pages, in a short period of time, that you could do a book club on War and Peace. um, but I feel like my reading style for that kind of book is so sporadic that I would disappoint the rest of the book club members because it would take me ages to finish the book.
Yeah. Also, I haven't read Heart of Darkness. I think it's just like on our bookshelf somewhere.
It's not too long. It is a
Yeah.
lot of setup. I remember reading Heart of Darkness in high school, and it was a lot of setup. It was also like the kind of language where, like, it. I think there are some people that write in a way where they're very descriptive. But the description goes on so long that if you like stop reading in the middle of their description, or you just don't have like
It
enough
just
working memory at the
oh,
moment, you
yeah.
will just like get lost, and then you'll lose the whole point of what they're talking about. And then you're like, I don't know where we are, have like what setting we're in, like did the character move? Is there another character in the room now? Like a lot of I feel like a lot of things like that can happen when the writing is especially verbose. And I think the beginning of Heart of Darkness felt like that because he was doing so much context and talking about like boats, because they end up like the book is about going into like Africa.
On a river.
Yeah, on like a river. And at the beginning he's talking about like all of the like he's like doing a lot of description about the reason that he's going there and like what the colonists have done thus far to get to this place, and like what the environment of this place where he lands on the coastline is. I just remember him talking about rivets, and I'm like, why are we talking about rivets? Um, and so it was one of those books where like my memory of it even is like so hazy because I like sometimes just didn't know what was going on, and I was like, I just have to move on because otherwise I'm never gonna finish this book. I would read it
Yeah,
again though. It probably would be easier to read now for me than it was then, but it was good. It was a good book. Yeah, I mean, I have like in recent years been on like a kick like that where I'm just trying to read books that are like classic books and trying to like just understand what was going on in those books because I like always hear about them. So she probably, I don't know if her goal was to like have read all of those books so that she had a better understanding of references that people made, but that's part of the reason I have like read a lot of these. And they're just good books. Like I think the other thing is like it's fairly like it's easy to trust the classics will be good because that's probably why they're classics. And it like
yeah,
takes a lot of the effort out of making a decision on what to read.
yeah. Did you like Moby Dick too?
I Yes, I think I liked Moby Dick. I think when I read it though, I might have read like an abridged version because I don't remember reading 1,000 pages. I don't know how long it
Uh,
was. Maybe a couple of hundred pages.
I thought it was like 400 to 600.
Oh, maybe I did read the regular old book. I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, not all the classics I know like are super long. I guess Anna Karenina is also like a super long book.
Oh yeah, also by Tolstoy.
Yeah.
Um, just like War and Peace. I think the one book that I like hated that was a classic and now I appreciate it, but I do remember hating it was The Old Man and the Sea by
Oh,
Hemingway. I hated that book so much because it was like hundreds of pages of like the exact same thing happening with no changes, and it was very brutal to me to read that. And I like kind of got what he was going for, that like he wanted you to experience the like toil
of
in
the guy.
how long you just read him doing the same thing. But I hated the book for that. I was like, I am so bored. 300 pages of a man like pulling on a string and being tired and literally salty.
Mm,
And then like then being so disappointed that like he finally catches the fish. I'm gonna ruin the book a little bit if you haven't read it.
I think yeah, I think I know. He catches it and then he loses it.
He doesn't lose it,
Oh.
but he catches a fish and then he straps it to the side of his little tiny boat because he can't like there's nowhere for him to put it. And then like over the next several days as he's like trying to get back to shore, a bunch of like sharks and stuff eat the fish. And so by the
Yeah.
time that he like gets back to like his little town, the only thing left is just a giant skeleton, like carcass.
Mm,
And
okay.
then after that happens, he just like goes to bed and the book ends. And it's like, why? Why? And
There was
I
no.
think
He
it,
didn't have any. The old man didn't have any concluding remarks
I
after the
think
fish was eaten.
the conclusion is essentially that like the toil is endless, but he was like maybe satisfied by the toil itself. Like he was not disappointed by the fact that there was like the fish wasn't there. Um, and that like the struggle itself was satisfying for him. I think that was maybe the message at the end of the book, and that's nice. It's kind of like um, it's kind of like the same conclusion. I don't know if you ever read any like Albert Camus. I can't remember if you're supposed to pronounce the S, but he had like an essay on Sisyphus that was kind of contrarian. Um, saying that like Sisyphus actually was like super happy or should be really happy because he kind of escaped the cycle and just like enjoyed the toil itself, and that was like became his whole purpose, and that therefore like he found like the never-ending spring of purpose because it would never like his task would never end, and so like he would never be unsatisfied.
Yeah.
But reading Old Man in the Sea did not satisfy me in the same way as a middle schooler.
Hunter quotes that story quite a bit. The one must imagine Sisyphus happy. He has a well, he has like a little plaque in his bathroom, or like when I would visit him, he had a little plaque that said, "One must imagine Sisyphus happy."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, I know this is." I knew it was like Camus, or maybe I didn't know at the time, but I was like I actually don't know the meaning of this quote. And
Yeah,
then
it's
Hunter,
just an essay that he wrote.
yeah, Hunter was like, "So good, right?" And I was like, yeah."
It's kind of edgy, I guess. But Camus was just generally like an absurdist essayist, and
Well,
so like a lot of his writings like that.
he's also an existentialist, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
but like I think the like the whole point of like the absurdist movement was to suggest that like a lot of things that people believed were like, or that life itself was kind of an absurd thing, and that like you
Yeah.
should embrace that absurdity. And I think that was, and but that made him like a very contrarian in a lot of his writing, because you like point out the most absurd aspect of it and you draw attention to that,
I
which maybe
do
fits well with the edgelords.
I do like the idea. It's something I'm a little familiar with because people would run philosophy cases like that in debate. Like someone would run an absurdism affirmative or something, and then you would have to contest that. And it's hard because like some judges really like weird stuff because it's like not of the norm.
Hmm.
Um, I think Hunter may have asked for it actually. No, I don't know. I remember seeing this one debater. I think he was a Texas debater, and he ran an absurdism half, and then he ran like a nomad critique or like a nomad AF or a topic. There was a topic about the right to housing, and he ran an argument about nomadism. Sorry, that's a little off topic. The existentialist part or the absurdist part I wanted to talk about. I do like the idea, although I don't like it as much as like the um the idea of unity, like that, like the book of Siddhartha is like going to have a very like, in my opinion, a contesting view of how things should be looked at, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And I kind of like, I do like the idea of absurdism, um, but I don't think it would be like the first thing I default to when thinking about like the essence of who we are as individuals, something
Yeah,
like that.
I find it fun. It's like, I think people are always looking for novelty, and by definition the like absurd is the farthest away from the norm, and therefore will draw your attention just because there's like a it's like different, and people like always look for things like that. um I like the absurdism that Camus writes, or just in general, because I think even if you don't become an absurdist, thinking in that way will force you to like think critically. And maybe that was like ultimately, I haven't read the rest of Siddhartha, but maybe ultimately like the critical thinking aspect of it is what leads to um like his enlightenment, you know, which is maybe why he has some um maybe he like somewhat finds people like Govinda like reprehensible because they always follow and they don't think for themselves. Um, and like he tries all these different things as like an exercise in like figuring it out for himself. So it, like at this point in the book, as far as I've read, it seems like he's been trying to like he's been trying to find a way to enlightenment that has to do with him figuring something out, rather than just being told something. And I kind of like that, you know, like I think critical thinking is important. Um, and like to be an absurdist is to be critical
He does.
generally.
He does kind of say that. I think this is chapter 2. I just pulled it up in the book, where you're kind of talking about like the critical thinking aspect is important when you're. Um, I might be misparaphrasing right now, but what you were just saying, like the critical thinking aspect is important when challenging the notions of what we take as like holy teaching, right?
Hmm.
I like this part where he says this. It's on page 18, or page 18 of my book. And so he was kind of mocking Govinda. And yeah, I had said earlier that like I think he like respects Govinda, but at the same time, he does kind of diss him like 3 or 4 times in like the first 3 chapters. Uh, and so he's it. My thing says right now, but Siddhartha said in a voice containing as much sadness as mockery, in a soft and a somewhat sad and somewhat mocking voice. And then so he talks about Govinda, talks about the Samanas, but then at the end here, this last quote is what I really like. Is he says, "There is, oh my friend, only one knowledge. It is everywhere. It is Atman. It is in me and in you and in every being. And I am starting to believe that this knowledge, I'm starting to believe that this knowledge has no worse enemy than the wish to know, than learning." And I had to read that like 2 or 3 times as well, like when rereading it this time around. But he's saying like the knowledge aspect, um, like even though it's supposed to be knowledge in itself, it's paradoxical because it's actually limiting the way you think. I'm taking Christianity as like an easy example I'm familiar with. But if you're believing in Jesus Christ and you believe in salvation, then you believe in, your sin won't be the end of you, and that's all knowledge. There is no worse enemy than the wish to know than learning. Like actually knowing true knowledge in that sense. So I really like that quote. That was from chapter 2.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? Yeah. Did you ever watch Whiplash with J.K. Simmons?
Yes,
J.
yeah, I've seen it.
It kind of reminds me of because he's like a really harsh teacher, but I remember like one of the quotes from him is that like there's nothing worse you can say to like one of the students, or like there's no worse feedback that you can give than like good job, because it essentially like tells them that they don't have any more to achieve. It kind of reminds me of that, where it's like, oh, if you get into this sense of security because you feel like you've learned what you're supposed to learn, and that there's therefore nothing more that you won't achieve. And maybe that's how Siddhartha kind of thinks of it. It's like, oh, like if I'm around Gautama, like who is the one who has like experienced nirvana, I'm never gonna like experience what he did. Like I'm just gonna keep hearing the same things that I already know. He may have come to the conclusion that um, like knowledge will only take you so far, and then after that you have to like have experience, like, and that they're two distinct pieces to achieving the enlightenment that he's looking to achieve.
Yeah, and then what's scary too, or what's scary to me, is that like, yeah, you might box yourself in. Like you're listening to the Buddha's teachings, but then what if you like mistake one of the things he says, and then you focus on that, and then it's like, yeah, you just boxed yourself in even more than you're already boxed in. Um, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I really worry about, or I used to worry about too, as a practicing Christian. It's like, oh man, I really do not want to like take this the wrong way. You want to end the round? I'm
Yes.
I'm just looking for the skull. I'm looking for the last skull. I can't find it.
Maybe we have to.
Go to Round 10.
Maybe we have to go to round 10. Yeah.
Or by the connecting door.
The one other door. It's
That
gonna be
already-
in like Threshold or something.
Yeah, it's already connected to that room we bought. This map
But
doesn't
yeah, I
have a
think
lot of perks. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think like maybe that was like part of his experience is that like there's some things you just have to do for yourself, um, because it's not always about the learning. It's sometimes, or I guess it is about the learning, but it's not always about learning the knowledge. It's about maybe like having the experience, which is distinct from learning the knowledge.
Yeah. There's a song I really like that Steven showed me called what is it called? Jonathan C. Siegel or Jonathan Siegel? It might just be called Jonathan Siegel by Soundfa. But it's based on this children's book that was like critically acclaimed from I want to say the 70s or 80s. There's this book called Jonathan Siegel. I don't know who the author is, but the song is basically based off like a one-to-one that book kind of. Um, and the whole essence of the book or the message of the book is that the seagull itself um, is like told many different things. But at the end of the day, he is the one who has to like learn how to fly. He's the one who has to like experience his life. And so a lot of the times it's like we're instructed and we're told this is how life works, this is how things go down, and this is how our life will play out. But really that's not how we learn things. We learn from experience and we learn from our own well, I mean we just learn from our own experience basically. And that's kind of how we gain a lot of true wisdom is that we don't necessarily always follow the path laid before us, but we kind of just have to forge the path and then go from there. Even if sometimes it's like it kind of goes against intuition and it goes against what people tell us will happen, if that makes sense. Anyway, it's a pretty interesting idea. I like those ideas too. Of like you're going to be told a lot of things throughout your life, and then sometimes the best thing is just like trusting your own autonomy.
I agree. You know, like someone can tell you how to drive a car, but like it doesn't help you drive the car.
Yeah,
You know,
a wide left turn.
a wide left turn. A wide left. Take a wide left. What does that mean? You know, the words can only get you so far. I know. I like. There's a lot of good themes in the book.
The one we're reading.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
like it. You know, like there are lots of books about like self-discovery and like growth, and I think his is very interesting because his is very philosophical, which is I just like I enjoy it because you have to think about it a lot, or it gives you a lot of material to think, to consider.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Um, okay, well that sounds good. Um, we haven't found any more bears, and we haven't found any more skulls, huh?
I have been looking for these skulls. I really have. Maybe there's one inside this rift. That's the only thing I haven't done.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, didn't think of
I'm
that.
looking here. Maybe there's a skull in here. It would make sense that there's a skull in here if like this is where you get the axe in the first place.
How do you think we got the axe? Like through the soul boxes?
I think the soul boxes must have opened this area because I remember it being closed.
Oh, I thought
So,
power opened this area.
oh, well, maybe I don't know. The soul boxes probably opened the rift, right? That would make sense.
Well, then what if the soul boxes opened the rift? What do you think triggered the axe?
I don't know. The only thing I only shot one bear before I came and found the axe, and I don't think shooting one bear does that.
Yeah. Also, I'm not finding anything yet.
I'm not seeing any skulls. Aw, I worked so hard to make a crawler, and now we're over here. That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's okay. That's okay. He's not
My
fast.
B.
He's not fast. Maybe there's one out the. Maybe there's a skull out the window. Let me see if I can see somebody out the window. That's a barrier, so probably it's not out there.
Did you also see the hold X to place double barrel shotgun?
No, where was that?
That was in the
Is
house.
it still there?
Yeah, it's still there because I don't know where double barrel shotgun is.
Huh. Maybe we just need to buy a double barrel shotgun?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the house. See if I can find a double barrel shotgun. Is it in like the kitchen or something?
The living room?
It's in the living
Area.
room. Oh. Oh. I mean, there's a shotgun in... I don't see it. Is it like closer to the kitchen or closer to the like front door?
Are you asking for the you're asking for the prompt, right, where it says hold square?
Yeah,
It's by the fireplace.
by the fireplace. Okay. You build barrier. I don't see one for the shotgun, unless it's like, is it where that elk head is?
You might have to crouch.
Oh, is it like in the fire?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see it.
Really?
I don't see a double barrel shotgun thing.
It says mine says hold X to place 12 gauge double barrel right here.
Oh, interesting. I don't have that. Mine
What?
does not say that.
Is it bugged? Oh, you're also getting. Do you have jug?
I do. I did. I can go get it again. I have enough money.
Is there a reason why you didn't kill them? Were you AFK?
I like, they started hitting me, and I was like, oh no. And then I turned around because I was like, oh, I can like gain some of my health. But then the shield broke, and so I had to turn around. But I got stuck because I was just looking for the... I got stuck up in the corner looking for the prompt. But yeah, I didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe you can buy a shotgun and...
Yeah, it'll be on my recording. Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Maybe there's a skull back here that I'm missing, like on one of these rocks. I feel like I've looked here already. I don't know. I'm not sure how to progress.
There is a skull in the Juggernog room, but it's not. You can't get it
Where is this skull?
on the right.
On the right.
You see it's on that little shelf.
Where? On the right.
Right here.
Oh, I do see. Can you not get this one?
I tried. Oh, the zombie's coming at you.
Okay.
Zombie, come to me, zombie. I'm gonna kill it. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. That's weird. Yeah, that looks like a skull you should be able to get. Oh, I got. Oh no, never mind. I thought I got it.
It makes a noise, but
Yeah, you totally can't get it. That's dumb. Unless you can get it through the wall.
you think that's supposed to be one of them?
I mean, it's like the same. Like it's a skull.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you throw it through here. Dang, yeah, it looks like you should be able to get it. It'd be kind of disappointing if that's like that's it. I mean, the Necronomicon is in here. I don't know if that's important for anything.
It is.
Yeah, it's this fleshy book right here. I think that's the Necronomicon. I mean, it looks different in different movies. In the 2013 one, it's like a skin book, but it's got a lot of stitches on it. I think in the latest movie, maybe it looks like that, the redder version. But yeah, it's like a book made of skin. Like either way, it's made of skin.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, there's no stopping me!
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what else to. I don't even have anything else that I want to shoot. Like even if I pack a punch one of these guns.
I'll look at the Necronomicon. It's so it's this red book then, right?
Yeah, it's the red one in the living room.
Hmm. It should, even if we don't find the skull, there should have been another bear somewhere. I would
Yeah,
think.
I'm downstairs and there's really not a lot down here.
Although the map is pretty dark. Like the outside.
Mm-hmm.
All this hammering is working my arms something fierce.
The fact that you found the first one is actually pretty cool. Pretty neat.
Like I'm wondering if I'm not looking up enough or something.
Should I spin for a double barrel shotgun?
Oh yeah, maybe there'll be one.
Did you notice there was a wall outline for what looks like a shotgun?
Yeah.
But like you can't buy anything.
Oh, you're right. I didn't realize you couldn't buy it. What is an XS? Well, there's a no. That I don't think that's a shotgun. Looks like a rifle.
What?
The SX. This one on the back of this car.
Oh, this is like a bolt action rifle, I think. Kind of. It's a bolt action gun. It's not a double. The prompt says 12 gauge shotgun, 12 gauge double barrel. So that very much means like the two slots and the long barrel.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe if we got all the bears or we got all the skulls, then the double barrel weapon, like that little shelf, would disappear, and then maybe we could buy it. Maybe.
Yeah, and I'm not running into any like other items.
And I don't know what the button did.
Oh yeah, what did the button do?
We could play this map again next week.
We could, yeah.
Talk about
Hey,
Siddhartha.
the Seahawks are winning.
Oh, they are.
They are winning. It's a very low scoring game. It's 9-0 right now. The third
Oh.
quarter has just started.
Oh wow.
I shot a bear.
Oh, where was it?
It was on top of the house. I thought it was
Dang.
a skull, so I had thrown an axe at it multiple times, and then I looked at it from the other side, and I was like, maybe that's just a bear. Okay, but keep going. But, oh, I see a skull. Can I throw it at this? I got a skull!
Oh, you did something. You did something.
I heard an eagle cry.
We can buy the shotgun now, or get it.
Oh, we can?
Yeah, should I do it since you don't have the prompt?
Yeah, I'll come back. I was in the other area. I'm coming back.
I'm glad you found that skull.
Yeah, it was out. It was like through one of the. Oh, it's golden. Oh, I can hold it. I can get it.
Yeah, but you can't do the prompt. Like, what if there's only one?
Oh, you're right. Okay, you get it. You get it. You do it.
Well, you sure?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
There's a guy next to you. Hold on. Let me grab this guy. Come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Okay.
All right.
What happened with the gun?
It's in the fireplace. I think we had to like soul box it.
Oh, okay.
You want me to test it out right now?
Yeah, you want to kill this guy?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a soul box.
Oh, okay.
Do you
This is
see
gonna
it?
be a hard soul box. Yeah, I see the gun in there.
Maybe this is the final step.
All this hammering
This is gonna be tough. We have a lot of entry points, and they're all very narrow.
I have an LMG right now.
Okay, I have a pack of punch gun.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Yeah, I don't think
should
it'll be
buy-
too bad. I have quick revive.
How much is speed cola? Oh, I'm about to go down. Darn.
Oh.
I'm just gonna get out. I'm gonna get out of here. You don't come back in here. I'm gonna leave the house.
I can get you. I can get you. I just had to reload. But the zombies are very fast.
Can't get over the threshold of the house. I'm being pushed. Can I go backwards, maybe? Actually, can't get out of the house. Oh, there's a napalm zombie in the house, too.
I'm going. I'm going.
I don't think it's a good idea, Sam. Oh, he blew up. I may help you. I'm turning red, just so you know.
You're dead. Yeah, I'm not gonna get you. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
This sucks.
That was my bad.
Well, you have a little bit of money, if it's any consolation.
Oh yeah, I have money. You can try and kill the get the soul box maybe.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Damn it. Oh my gosh.
See, it's tough in there.
You're right. I was wrong.
No, yeah, it's didn't mean it that way.
Well, at least we know all the steps. I mean, if we want to try again, or we could find out everything we had to do.
I think that must have been close. And I think if we tried it again, it wouldn't be that hard because I know where all the skulls and bears are now.
But what I'm worried about, I'm worried all that was just a side quest and not the main Easter egg. Like the side quest was for a superpowered shotgun or something. But
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah, but it's the golden shotgun.
Yeah,
It's golden.
is a shotgun significant in Evil Dead? That's like the question.
I think the shotgun is like the main weapon of the like
Franchise.
the guy. I forget what his
Oh.
name is. Okay, I'm gonna close Black Ops.
Yeah. I'll keep my OBS recording going a little longer if there's any more thoughts. But we have been playing for a bit as well.
We have been playing for a bit. I like the map though. I do like the map.
I like it too. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but I liked it.
Yeah, the map was pretty small. What is his name? Oh, his name is Ash, right? The main guy in Evil Dead is Ash. His that's right. His weapon is a chainsaw, which I did see in the like other in like the second room, like the where the pack-a-punch was, there was a chainsaw. But I think the gun, I think he carries both, like a chainsaw and a shotgun. I believe so.
Hmm.
It's really weird because in the 2013 Evil Dead, the Ash character is not present. But I think he is present in the first Evil Dead, which came out in like the 80s. And then like the newer one that came out more recently.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll go ahead and stop my recording. That was I didn't see how long that was, but it must have been a pretty decently long recording. But it was nice. I really did enjoy getting to talk about Siddhartha and also about Starless as well. Um, there was a specific reason why I wanted to talk about Starless, but I also like don't want to hold us up any longer. So I'll tell you what that reason was next week.
Oh, okay. I can be left in suspense.
Yeah, sorry. I don't mean to
It's okay.
I'm
It's okay.
glad you like Starless. Maybe you could have your own interpretation of the lyrics because my interpretation is kind of bleak, but I also I think the song is really interesting. Just both the lyrics and the way it builds up to the end. Um, I think it says more than like the first 4 minutes of the lyrics like imply. So
There's some hidden meaning in there.
yeah, yeah, I think so. Just a little bit.
Cool. Well, let me know if you want me to listen to any other music. I like listening to music.
You know, when we finish Siddhartha, you might did you finish Close to the Edge that one time you listened to it?
I did not, but I could listen to that.
Well, you don't have to do it now. I was gonna say maybe listen to it like once we get to the end of Siddhartha and then be like, oh yeah, I can see how some of that relates to Siddhartha, or be like, no, I mean that had fucking nothing to do with the book. I don't know what it's on about.
Okay, I'll wait till the end of Siddhartha to listen to it.